Watched my first video, I realized there's a lot of like fuzzy areas that require a little bit more clarification. So with the King versus the Queen playlist, its original purpose when I was first creating it, the Queen playlist was for myself, and it was heavily influenced by feminine energy. There's a lot of songs that allow me to dive into my feminine energy. There's the occasional song that definitely taps into more of my masculine energy. Like there's some money songs on there, which is more masculine. But the way of which the money relationship with money is approached is more in a feminine nature. If that makes sense. And for those of you who aren't familiar with feminine versus masculine in a non-gendered role, it really is like a very not gender specific thing. I actually have like an imbalance of I have high masculine energy historically, but since leaning into my feminine energy, it has been like a lifesaver in so many ways I cannot even begin to tell you. Internally and externally, the transformation has been incredible. Highly recommended, 10 out of 10. Tap into your feminine energy. But at the same time, the King playlist is the reverse. So it is originally intended to have mostly songs with masculine energy, but there's a balance. There's some songs with feminine energy because balance is so important. So if you feel like you identify, go Google feminine versus masculine energy from a yin-yang perspective, not from like a societal viewpoint, because I don't buy into, gender roles, stereotype bullshit. So yes, look up what you identify with having more of. See, do you need more of feminine energy in your life? And while you're there, while you're in Google, that helps you identify which playlist you need. Like if you need more feminine energy, listen to the Queen playlist. There might be some songs, if you're male or identify as male, there might be some songs on the Queen playlist that you might just skip because you might be like, can't relate, and that's totally okay. It's not meant to be, like I said, and one size fits all like experience. These are starter playlists. Eventually my goal is to have you guys build off of them, and additionally, like I want the list that we have to grow. I want this to be more collaborative. I'm still not getting a lot of feedback and it's killing me, but I'm trying to be okay with it. I'm getting feedback like, oh, they're great, and I'm like, thank you so much. Like, okay, first of all, that feedback is the best feedback. When I get feedback that something is helpful, that literally like reignites my passion and why I'm doing this. That's literally the whole reason I'm doing it. So that feedback is so greatly appreciated. Please tell me how it's helping you. Tell me which songs are working better for you, which genres you tend to like more, or which types of songs. I really feel like, special announcement, I completely forgot. So the people who who have reached out to me in sharing, that it's been helpful to them, whether it was knowing their personal history or them sharing with me what they're going through, a lot of them were like unhealthy ties with men. So unfortunately, sorry guys, this is not to man shame, not here to do that. But I did make a Release Him Sis playlist. So I added it to my link tree, and I'm going to be commenting the link tree moving forward instead of having to put all the links of all the playlists. Finally realized Linktree is amazing. So all the playlists are included in there. Please check them out and share the links, with whomever you feel like may benefit from it. But also what I was trying to get at was, in that feedback, tell me what types of songs like are helping you, or what types of songs you're not finding valuable. Even like feedback is feedback, good or bad. I'm big on candor. I'm big on authenticity. it is what it fucking is. You are who you fucking are. Love it all. So tell me, what do you want to see more of? What do you want to see less of? Do you guys want me to explore different genres? Because I'm totally down for that. In fact, I've been having this spiritual calling towards like folk music. I don't know, it's come up in a couple TV shows that I've been watching, and I've been like, oh, I like that song. And then an accident, Alexa keeps oh, okay. I was like, oh my God, please don't turn on. Keeps misunderstanding me and ends up playing these like amazing folk songs. So I'm like, this is so cool. So I'm being pulled in that direction. So if that's something that you may be interested in, let me know. The other is different healing frequencies. Working on collaborating some playlists with those. But what other areas would be beneficial for you to heal? You know, I've been thinking like, I don't know, I want this to help as many people as possible. So I could spend all day, you know, continuing to build my own playlist. But like, I'm telling you, when I say the amount of hours of playlists that I have and the way that I'm intentionally using them and the fact that they're just growing, this should not just be for me. So like, are you guys also interested in some of my other playlists? They all live in Spotify, which brings me to my next point. The King playlist is on YouTube, based on the origins of where the playlist came from. I am most comfortable navigating Spotify. Spotify is like all my shit's in Spotify. I love everything about Spotify except the songs that are missing from there, but that's another conversation we don't need to have right now. But for the most part, I've had a very positive experience, and that's where all my stuff lives from years of collecting music subconsciously to heal. Like, that's what I've been doing all along and didn't know it until like maybe a year, 2 years ago. 2 years ago. So where are you guys on this journey? I think that like, okay, I really want this to be a project. Like, sit down with a notebook, write out all of the feeling states that you wish to achieve. Manifesting by writing is so very real. If you want to make something happen, you write it down. So let's start with the positive feeling states. What are the feeling states you wish to achieve? And we're going to start there. And then go song by song through your library of like songs and add or build and add playlists to each one of those feelings. You may find that you have no songs in the feeling states that you wish to achieve. Totally okay. What you're going to do is comment here with the feeling state, and I'm going to spam you with either a playlist or songs of mine. And then everybody else hopefully is going to comment with songs or playlists of theirs that generate that feeling state in them. And that's how this is all going to work. We're networking, we're collaborating, we're doing this together. And I'm not like getting enough of that togetherness. Guys, come on, do this with me. And in your feeling state comment, if you are able to state genre preferences, that would be extremely helpful, especially if there are other people who are watching who have a lot of songs in that genre that align with that feeling state. Then they can just be like, this song, this song, this song, this song. It doesn't have to be links. I'm a link person. I will comment you with links. They will be Spotify links. My ADDS circled back to my whole point. Moving forward, I am going to be making all of the playlists on Spotify. I could talk about this all freaking night. But I'm trying to preserve some so that like there's time in between when I'm recording these videos, when we're talking about it. I really feel like I'm talking to you guys. I want that to be how it feels. I want you to feel like I'm talking to you, and I want to feel like I'm talking to you, and I want it to feel like connective, collaborative, like shit. Maybe like we can even do a connective call. Like if it gets enough interest, if people are like, a lot of people want to talk about this, like we could set up a Zoom. Shit. We can be music healing friends. I'm totally down for that. If you're still here, if I didn't lose you yet, thank you for watching. I'm going to go to bed. My kids are going to be up early as hell. And we are going to definitely dance party to pancakes? I think it's pancakes tomorrow.